Hello. Just get situated here. Awesome. Welcome. For those of you joining, just hold tight while I do the administrative stuff here, getting everybody connected. Wow, my hair is really fun today. Yes. Okay, here we go. Sharing. So hop on while you're joining. Just say hi. Let me know who's here. As I'm looking down, hey Michelle, hi, nice to see you here. I'm just doing this all before we get started, so bear with me as we're building our audience, and I'll be right with you in just a moment. So where are you joining us from in the world, Michelle? Type in your location. I'm in Florida. Where are you? Post. Okay, and then one more. All right, perfect, beautiful. Love when technology works out. Okay, so excuse me, I had to move all my little crystals that I put by my feet. So I'm Nicole dicristofaro. I hate that glare. I'm in Treasure Island, Florida, for those of you that don't know me. Oh, Boston, awesome. I love Boston. My husband actually lived a lot of not majority, but a good part of his life in Dorchester. So I don't know where in Boston, but that's where he kind of grew up a little bit. So I'm in Treasure Island, Florida. It's on the Gulf side of Florida. So beautiful beaches, nice warm water, clear, all that stuff. So for those of you just joining who don't know me, I'm Nicole dicristofaro. I'm an energy healer, a love mentor, love garden designer, as I call myself. I've been doing a lot of things for many years. But recently, I'm really embracing more and more of my intuitive abilities and started doing energy work last year. And I'm, what did you say? You're Dixfield me? What's Dixfield, Maine? Or, sorry, I can't, I don't know what you meant, Micheline. So wherever you're joining us from, if you could type that in, that way I'm probably messing up your location. So anyway, so I've been really embracing my intuitive skills, working with a lot of clients on clearing energy, blocks, cords, all that great stuff, getting lots of experience. And then this year, what's really been calling me, you know how we kind of go through our evolutions and growth, but what's really been kind of calling me, Dixfield, Maine. Yes, thanks, Micheline. Okay, I have Maine is a state I'd love to go to, Maine and Vermont. I've never been to those two places, those two states, but I always hear great things, so would love to visit sometime. What is Dixfield known for? You have to share that in the comments. So I am now pursuing the big kind of news or transition for me in my evolution, in my path and my growth, is that I'm pursuing an master's certification in intuition medicine. And I'm really, really just, when you make a choice and you find something and the paths all line up and you just feel like, of course this was meant to be. Like there's not that nervous excitement. It's just this calm knowing. It's like you found your truth, you found your purpose. And I was drawn to a school that is like perfect for me because I can do it online, but also have that online community support and also learn everything I want to learn about energy medicine, and intuition medicine. So I'm really excited. I know when I started learning Reiki many, many years ago, my purpose was like I really wanted to learn it for helping animals. And now that this was probably a good 10 years ago or so now, now that I'm fully embracing, fully accepting all that is me, and enjoying all my gifts, I do want to work with animals again, but I also want to work with people and helping them heal. So I definitely felt I was born a healer. And I don't know if you've joined me in a past Facebook Live, but I had some karmic resistance to pursuing a healing path because I've been told from various sources and various readings that my karmic past had been, there were several instances of me being a healer and I was either killed or condemned, or not good things. Some not good things happened to me in past lives because of my beliefs and because of my gifts. So while I have these gifts in this life to experience and share with the world, I was resistant for many, many years. And when I learned Reiki, it was very intense and powerful. Especially I did a session on my mom, who was alive at the time. And there was a lot that I experienced in that. And it kind of freaked me out, and I wasn't sure how I was going to use that power or whatever that was. And there was a sense of responsibility too that I wasn't ready for. So you know how when you're just not ready for things, even though you have the gifts, and then later you see that it is time. And that's kind of what happened to me. So I just wanted to share that story with you all who are either getting to know me or just meeting me for the first time. So welcome. And now that you know a little bit about me, we'll talk a little bit about grounding. And I know Micheline said, oh, Dixfield, Maine used to be a paper mill town. Now it's just a little town in Western Maine. Oh, that's awesome. I bet it's really, really quaint and cool, like how I picture towns in Maine to be. So that's awesome. Well, we got Boston, we got Maine, Dixfield, Maine. Anybody else joining? Let me know where you're from. But let's talk a little bit about grounding. In intuition medicine, basically the first module is all about grounding. And I don't know if you're like me, but I kind of thought I knew what grounding was, and I thought I knew how to apply it in my life. I actually have never learned, from a teacher or mentor meditation techniques. I've just picked up things. I'm always a student. I learn, I read, I watch things. So I had a different idea of grounding. So I don't know who's on now, but if you want to put in the comments what you think, what you feel grounding is to you, that would be cool, because we could talk a little bit about that. But what I'm understanding is that, we are all living, we're spiritual beings in human bodies living on this planet, and there is an electromagnetic field that can give us that sense of grounding when we intentionally connect to it. And what that does is it can alleviate a lot of that feeling of fogginess. It can, when you feel scattered. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes when I bump my head, I trip, I bang my toe, I'm definitely not in a grounded state. I'm not present. And that's the key word, is you're either present or you're not present. You're either in the now, or you're in the past and the future, or maybe sometimes both simultaneously. Like we could flip-flop back. Shelly says, grounding to me is finding myself again. Yes, like your true self, right? Your inner self. So as I'm learning in my course, I'm learning new techniques for grounding. And I have to say, I've shared them with like 3 of my clients last week already. And especially for the people that have a lot of anxiety and aren't present, this grounding is like a miracle. It really is. And there's different ways you can go about it. Today we'll go through more of a abbreviated meditation for sake of time. But there's all sorts of ways. And if you want to explore grounding in any way, I'd love to talk to you about it, and even do some grounding and energy work on you. I have a page called Divine Flow Energy Healing here on Facebook. So feel free to send me a little note. There's a request a consultation button, and you can also read some of my reviews of work I've done. But anyways, I've been practicing the grounding with my clients right now, and I've been seeing the difference. And then for myself, wow, really being in the present, really connecting, like Shelley says, to myself again, really feeling whole, getting that inspiration seems to kind of come in a little bit easier. There's no resistance. So there's definitely things you want to take note of in your life, and being an aware person is noticing when you're not feeling grounded or you're not feeling present. Okay, let's just say that way. Either you're present or you're not. How does it feel to be present? I know I feel really connected. I feel connected to nature if I'm present in nature. I don't have all those rambling to-do lists in my head. I'm just in the moment and I can appreciate things. I can feel like I'm more in gratitude for everything around me. So I don't know if you guys want to drop comments in on how you feel when you're present and grounded. So I've been doing a lot of different modalities in the meditation for grounding. And a lot of it is, of course, visualization. But I did want to talk about a couple things for grounding crystals, because I am also learning. I have to learn all there is to learn about spiritual healing and the mystical arts. But smoky quartz is a great grounding crystal, and I'm wearing my smoky quartz earrings. And hematite. Hematite's a really great grounding. I got my hematite bracelet on. It's funny, I was wearing this a lot recently, the bracelet, and I noticed there was some stuck energy in my wrist and hand. After, like, it wasn't in this, it was just in this one. So I went through a process of, releasing and grounding that energy. So if you ever work with crystals, smoky quartz, hematite, and also some jaspers. You don't have to be specific necessarily, just any jasper will have that grounding energy. So those are a few crystals you can use in your practice. So if you have any of those on hand and you want to go grab them for this meditation, that would be great. That's why I'm wearing my hematite and my smoky quartz, to be able to facilitate a grounding meditation with all of you. So I'll give you a second to go do that. Anyone just popping on, we're going to be doing a grounding experience. And I don't know what you guys do already for your grounding, but this just might be something new and different for you. One thing that I've learned for grounding is in our brains, in our, let's say in the sixth chakra, the third eye, behind in the amygdala, we have this space, and it's actually where intuition resides, so if you will. And we refer to that in our school as the meditation sanctuary. I also call it the inner sanctuary. And that's where you kind of go to begin the grounding process. So let's just for a moment, like if you could feel that space, it's going to be behind your third eye chakra and just located kind of in the center of your head. This is your meditation or inner sanctuary, and I just like to be present to that area. So just get a sense of being present to that area before we begin the meditation. And sometimes when I connect to that meditation sanctuary, that inner sanctuary, I actually go to a location. There's no wrong or right. It's whatever happens for you. But in that area, I connect to my higher self, and she's in a certain location. And I go there and meet her and greet her, and we do this meditation together. So I feel really connected to my source. I feel connected to my highest self during this. So like Shelley says, after a few days, I find myself lost again. Exactly, Shelley. And this is why grounding is so important. And it really is why I have to really learn this technique in order to do what I'm going to be doing in intuition medicine. Because if I'm not grounded, wow, I'm not going to be of service to others. But I also want to help people who feel kind of scattered and anxious and, at dis-ease in whatever sense. I want to help them feel themselves again, feel whole, feel present and grounded. So we're going to, I just took a couple notes because I want to make sure I don't skip anything. So I want you to get comfortable. There's a couple ways you can do the grounding meditations, but let's do a seated grounding. There's also a prone position where you can lie down, but let's do a seated one today. And just get comfortable. Plant your feet on the floor. If you've got your crystals, awesome. Grab those, hematite or smoky quartz or jaspers, any of those. So let's just get comfortable. Sit back with your back upright and tall. And all right, let's get going. So let out a big sigh. That felt really good. I did a grounding meditation earlier with my husband, and I notice with the breath work especially, I tend to hold, that's when I know I'm not grounded. This might resonate for some of you, is I feel like my breathing is very shallow. So this practice allows me to release and really let that life force energy flow through my lungs and my body. So let's just take a deep breath as we're getting comfortable. And you can rest your hands, your arms and hands, however feels right for you. And as I mentioned, let's go to our meditation sanctuary, that inner space in our brain, in our head, behind the third eye chakra, and just settle into that space and I'm going to look at my notes and just make sure I'm on track because I get a little carried away sometimes. So just take a deep breath. Take some really big, deep inhales. And as you exhale, just feel yourself getting more and more relaxed. Please join me in this. It feels so good. Just breathing. Awesome. Keep that nice rhythmic breath going. And as we're in our meditation sanctuary, just let any thoughts, feelings, or emotions just come and go. It's totally normal to experience that as we're easing into our meditation. Any distracting thoughts or sounds, just slowly let them go. And bring your attention back to your breathing. And focus on this breathing as I guide you. So, visualize the energy of your spirit within you. Okay, maybe you see the energy as your spirit as you, or a representation as you. Maybe it's a color, a shape, a symbol, whatever that is. Just greet your spirit and feel the energy of yourself as the spirit. And visualize a current of your spiritual energy moving from the center of your meditation sanctuary and running vertically through your body down to the center of the earth. And visualize anchoring your spine. Visualize anchoring your spirit through your body into Mother Earth. See and feel your spirit coming more fully into your body. Sometimes you'll see maybe like a cord or something that is anchoring you into Mother Earth. And whatever that is, just see what you see. Beautiful. And see this grounding anchor, whatever symbol comes up for you, whether it's an actual anchor, a rock, whatever it is, imagine that it's going into the center of the earth and it's connecting right into the center of the earth. Feel your body drop the emotional energy low to the ground and feel that slow, dense force field of the earth. You might feel a pulsation or a throbbing in your feet or in your body. That's normal. Sense the pulse of the planet, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. This rhythmic pulsation is the Earth's electromagnetic force field, which continuously bathes our bodies with a natural healing current. So just feel that. Just feel that current pulsing up. You might even feel some tingling in different areas of your body, and that's all good. And put your attention on your first chakra, which is at the base of your spine, in the back. And call forth an image that represents your emotional grounding. And just trust whatever image first comes up for you. And visualize that emotional grounding symbol connecting organically from the base of your spine and dropping an anchor down to the center of the earth. And create that inner earth connection to this symbol, like it's hooking into it. And feel the pull of gravity on your whole body. Just feel that weight. And visualize this emotional grounding expanding as wide as your body and pulling your whole body down into the core of the earth. And hold that feeling for a moment. Feel that connection. Feel that sense of weight, but in a good, positive, energetic way. Holding you down, almost comforting you. Now bring your attention to your feet chakras. So at the bottom of your feet, just imagine you have these maybe flowers that are opening at the bottom of your feet. Whatever you see there as your feet chakras, whatever symbol comes to you. And they're opening up. And feel the pulse of the earth in your feet. And I want you to visualize planting your feet into the earth. And practice keeping your feet chakras open. And you can do this all the time. Wherever you are, just practice keeping your feet chakras open and connecting you to the earth. And see yourself with this connection, walking through the world with ease and grace, knowing you're connected. Beautiful. Now let's refocus your attention into your meditation sanctuary again, behind your sixth chakra. And take a deep inhale and exhale. And focus your whole body, sense your whole body, and notice any areas that feel like there's blocked energy. And just focus on those areas. And scan for any unhealthy energy or areas where there's frozen or congested light. Usually they appear as like dark or murky colors, or maybe even a symbol that represents blocked energy for you. Anywhere in your body that you don't feel in harmony with your well-being, just sense those areas. And visualize the force of gravity pulling on each negatively charged area, magnetically drawing all unhealthy energy away from the location and running that energy down to the core of the earth. And visualize a release valve or tube that allows that energy to just free fall through your body down into the center of the earth. And just practice releasing the negative energy and letting it go. Maybe even seeing, feeling, however that experience is for you, but just imagine this negative energy being whisked away down to the earth. And let's connect with ourself again, our inner voice, our spirit, our highest self, and reaffirm that our grounding is connected to the earth. Just continually sense your highest self and its connection to the earth. And see and feel your spiritual energy from the center of your meditation sanctuary, and visualize a current of yourself as spirit running through your body and connecting into the center of the earth. Feel all that goodness. Now drop your emotional energy low to the ground. And put your attention on your feet chakras again, and visualize your emotional grounding symbol, whatever symbol that was that came up for you. And use that symbol expanding as wide as your body as you visualize it moving down to the core of the earth. This is grounding your emotional body. So just imagine that energy as wide as your body, dropping down to this core of the earth. And be in the center of your meditation sanctuary again. Go back there and hold this grounding meditation for 1 minute. So I'm going to do this along with you. So just be in that place. Feel all of that emotional energy just dropping down. Notice any areas that feel lighter and looser, maybe more expansive, free. And just sense your energy. Maybe you need to release some more murky or clogged energy, and you could do that now. Just be in the space connected to your meditation sanctuary where your highest self resides, and just feel that loosening going down, and feel that connection to Mother Earth as you're releasing. Beautiful. Well, that was a nice, it was nice to do it again actually this morning, because I did it already, but I liked doing that again with all of you. I sensed some different areas. I was holding some energy in my lower back, again in my first chakra. So what was your experience like? If you want to share any comments, I'll be here for a few more minutes so we could talk about this. What was your experience like? I don't know. Everybody's experience is different. I still feel that pulsing in my feet right now. I still feel that vibration. I'm connecting to that electromagnetic field, and that feels really good. So what I try to do is just be present in the moment, and imagining like there's flowers at the bottom of my feet, and they open to connect myself to earth. So whether I'm outside, walking around, running errands, I just really try to be aware. Am I grounded? Am I in the present? And how can I instantly turn on that grounding? And that's what I do when I'm out in the world, is imagine my feet chakras opening up and connecting. So that way I can just be more in the moment, feel connected, feel more focused and clear, feel more in gratitude. It really has been helping me a lot, because I'm someone that lives in my analytical head a lot. I think about a lot of things. And this has been really life-changing for me to be in this space. It feels more expansive too, like there's room. If you want more room in your brain, this is a good practice for you. So feel free to share anything that you've experienced here. Oh, okay, your heart chakra was closed, Micheline says. Has been for a while. This was a nice way to get it open again. Beautiful. Oh, that's really great. And Micheline, I would also suggest using some great stones in your meditation as well. Then when you're grounded for your heart chakra, you know, of course, rose quartz is a great one, but there's so many that you just have to find the one that you feel connected to. But yeah, it's nice to move that energy, right? And it's something you can just practice. Just keep doing it. Don't give up on that, and make it like your vitamins. You take it every day, opening up your heart chakra. Yeah, and releasing that emotional energy too, I feel like makes me feel so much lighter. It really does. I can feel sometimes the burden, right, of that emotional energy. Shelly, I wish more people would do this. I feel so relaxed right now. Oh, that makes me so happy for you, Shelly. I know. Let me tell you, I didn't realize how important grounding was. I really didn't give it as much benefit as I now am experiencing. I really just... I have such a profound appreciation for grounding now that I never thought was possible, and I'm so glad that I'm learning something that it can benefit all of you. And just know you can do any version of this as you want. The main things are just some key tips, if you want to write these down, is just first start with the breath. You know, you could do this laying down, sitting, it doesn't matter. There's a laying down meditation that I do that's a little different. It's kind of a body scan, so that's a little different. But you can just take a few minutes and just start breathing, right? Getting relaxed. And the next step would be to locate your meditation sanctuary. So right in between the back of your head, your third eye chakra, the sixth chakra, you know, kind of in the center, and it is the kind of the amygdala area. And just go there, like go to that space and connect with your spirit, connect with your highest self, right? She's there, it's there, whatever it is for you. Maybe it's an animal, but it's there, right? It's there. It's like, hey, welcome home, and kind of gives you a big hug, and connect there. And then the next thing you want to do is, you know, sense the energy of the earth. That's what I like to do, is I kind of just like to feel it out a little bit. Feel it out a little bit. Send that connection, that current from my meditation sanctuary down through my body into the earth. And feel that current running it up and down, right? And feel the pull. And I don't know what symbols came up for you guys in the grounding, but my symbols always change, and they will. You kind of have, our teacher calls it, you know, trying out your grounding wardrobe. I love that. But sometimes mine is an anchor, sometimes it's a rock. This morning earlier, it was a big ship that was like what I dropped into the earth. So just play around, and whatever symbol or image you get, it's totally fine. And I just imagine that going into the earth, right? And holding me there, holding me safe. And some people, what comes up for them is they feel maybe weighted down or suffocated or stifled or confined. And that's not what grounding is meant to do. It's meant to have you feel anchored in a healthy, energetic way where you are connected to the energy of the earth. That's a positive frequency. It's a very positive frequency, and there's many benefits to connecting with that earth energy with just the natural antioxidants. So just imagine that. Imagine you dropping some type of anchor or symbol that's connecting you. And then that's when I go through like a body scan and sense any of the areas in my energy that is blocked. right? It's really good to do that, and imagine them just being sucked away through the tube to the center of the earth. And like Micheline said, you know, her heart chakra was blocked. So just really work on those areas, and maybe it takes a few minutes, but keep doing it and asking your spirit to be there with you and helping you release them. And do that, you know, for a few minutes. I mean, really, this whole thing it could be as simple as 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what's going on for you. And then open your feet chakras for that last step in the grounding. Open them up, connect in that way. So it's really a whole body grounding experience, because you've got the current running down. That's attaching you. You're dropping your symbol, your emotional grounding symbol, and then you've got your feet chakra. So it's all these areas that are connecting you. And then I always just like to, at the end too, is I like to thank my highest self and thank her for being there with me. I thank Mother Earth for being present, for allowing me to be connected and receive the bounty of that positive energy. And then I, of course, thank the divine. I thank God, whoever, your angels, your spirit guides, whoever is there for you. And then I just set the intention that I walk through the world with ease and grace. And I'm always connected to my body. I respect my body. And I set some affirmations or intentions for myself to help that grounding last a little bit longer, right? Because it's really easy to get ungrounded. And by the way, I tried to do a grounding while I was driving, and that's something I'm going to keep working on, because it was a little challenging for me to ground while I was moving. So I'm going to keep playing around. Of course, my eyes are open while I'm doing it, and I'm not connecting in that deep sense, but I just wanted to try it and see how that experience would be. So I really encourage you all to keep practicing with this grounding. Make it your own too. It doesn't have to be exactly the way we did it today, but definitely use some of those imagery techniques to help you. And have fun with your grounding wardrobe. You know, try on different symbols or images that you see, and keep your feet chakras open. Don't worry, nothing bad's going to get in there. It's all good stuff when you're setting the intention that you're connecting to the earth, okay? So I'm wishing you all a really beautiful day where you feel present, where you feel clear and focused. And if you want to join me next Monday, I'll be here again doing some other great meditations, but let me know. Reach out if you want any further healing or any spiritual counseling in any way. I'm always here to have conversations and see what it would look like for you. And my page is Divine Flow Energy Healing. And this is Nicole dicristofaro, wishing you all so much health and wellness and love and joy in your life.